Okay, so this was the MCQ asked. Aspirin has a pK of 3.5. That means option A, it is ionized at gastric pH. Then option B, it is unionized at intestinal basic pH. Option C, it is ionized inside the cell. Option D, it is expelled out in acidic urine. Now, this is not a single MCQ. You learn the answer and leave it off. It contains so many concepts. In order to understand this concept, first and foremost, you should understand what is the importance of knowing pH and the drug characteristics. Suppose the first concept you need to remember is, remember this concept, if there is an acidic drug and it has to cross a membrane, then it should be present in acidic media or acidic pH. That is one concept. Similarly, if a drug is basic drug, it should be present in basic pH. So then the drug will get crossed. So if it is crossing, means the drug is getting absorbed. That is the first concept. Now second concept what you have to remember is, if acidic drug is present in a basic pH. Now what happens if it is present in a basic pH? It cannot cross. Now why it cannot cross? Because at basic pH it will be ionized. Same thing happens here in basic drug. If it is in acidic pH, it cannot cross. Now what is the third concept? Now the third concept is, you need to remember, if the medium is different, then the drug is not absorbed. Then the drug is not absorbed. So three important concepts. If the drug is in the same pH, then it crosses and it is absorbed. If the drug is in the different media, the drug is not absorbed. Three concepts you understood. Now how to apply this concept for aspirin? Now aspirin, as you all know, is an acid. Mainly it's a weak acid, because the name itself tells you that it is acetyl salicylic acid. Now they have given in the question something called pKa. Now what is pKa? It is nothing but pH at which the drug is 50% ionized and 50% unionized. So this is the meaning of pKa. Now why should I know this? When I know the concept that if I know the pH, if it's acidic pH, then I can tell that acidic drug can cross. If it is basic pH, basic drugs can cross. But why I need a pKa value? Now why we need a pKa value? Let me explain to you. Aspirin pKa is 3.5. So what do you mean by that? So let me write the pH value from 0 to the extreme of 14, and the middle of this is the neutral pH, that is 7. Now the 3.5 will come around here, 3.5. Now this is the pH pKa where the drug is 50% ionized and 50% unionized. Now as the drug moves towards this size, it will be unionized. If it is acidic drug, in this pH it will be unionized. But if it moves towards this, it will be mostly ionized. Remember the fourth concept, if a drug is ionized, it cannot cross. If it is unionized, then only it can cross. Okay, basically four things. One is same media the drug will get absorbed. Different media the drug will be not absorbed, or it may be excreted out. The third concept is ionized drug will not be absorbed, unionized will cross the membrane and will be absorbed. Now what is pKa? pKa is pH at which 50% is ionized and 50% is unionized. So this will give an idea at what media the drug will act, like what it will be absorbed or not. Now come to the options which I have provided here. Now it is ionized at gastric pH. Is it true? At gastric pH, the pH will be around 1.5 to 2.5. At this pH, it will be unionized. The drug will be unionized. Now it is unionized at intestinal basic pH. Remember, aspirin is acidic drug, intestinal pH is basic, so here it will be ionized. So this is also not right option. Now coming to the third option, it is ionized inside the cell. Yes, when the drug aspirin gets absorbed from the stomach, it enters inside the cell. Basically inside the cell, the pH will be 6.8 to 7, or it may be a bit of alkaline or neutral. So when it moves from the acidic pH to the basic pH inside the cell, then it will become ionized. It will become ionized. So what happens if it is ionized? Then it cannot go out, because ionized drug cannot cross. So this is called ion trapping. This is called ion trapping. So this is the right option for this question. And the last option is it is expelled out in acidic urine. I told you if aspirin is acidic, urine is also acidic. Here it will not be absorbed, that is reabsorbed. It will not be expelled out. It will be expelled out if the urine is alkaline. So the correct answer for this is C. It is ionized inside the cell. Maybe it looks like a simple MCQ, but the MCQ contains so many concepts you need to understand. The examiner keeps on twisting the concept again and again. That's it.